Okay, I want to introduce two software, right, to help you do your presentation drawing, right? The first one is Paint, P-A-I-N-T. The second one is Inkscape, right? Inkscape. Now, for example, this is your final 3D drawing, right, that you want to use for your presentation drawing, right? Take a copy of this, you go and do color shading, right? For example, this is made of acrylic, alright, so what color should it be? You have to show shading, you have to show the color gradient, right? Darker, a little bit darker. Let's say the light is coming from this direction, right? So this curve down here will be brighter, right? Darker a little bit down here. So you go and do the shading. I did not shade this one, so because my main objective is to teach you how to use this, put inside a computer, alright? Interface with your context. Alright, after you have shade, after you have do your color shading, right? What I want you to do is you take a picture of this, a nice clear picture of this, alright, after you have color rendered, then send a picture of it to yourself, right? Using WhatsApp or whatever. Right. So I have done that, right, using WhatsApp, right? Using WhatsApp. So I open it down here and I will do a print screen, right? Go and look for the print screen button on your computer. I do a print screen, after which I come uh I come down to let me show you. Alright, I come down to this search button in the Windows. You're able to see the search down here. Alright. To start this software called Paint. Alright. I click on the search. Right, and then I key in Paint. If it's too small, you can't see. What I actually key in is Paint. Alright, I key in Paint, P-A-I-N-T. It will start a software, a simple software, but very easy to use, very nice. Alright, now I have already done a screen capture, so now I will do a Control V to paste, right? So what am I going to do? I will hold down the control and then I press V. Control and then press V. So my screen capture, whatever I've captured just now, will be down here. Then move to select on top. Down here, right, there is a select function. You click on it. Then you move and you select. Can you see the box? Right, I only want to select the box. Alright, I select the box. I select the box. Oops. Alright, once I've selected, you will see a rectangle, right? Encapsulating whatever you have selected. So now I will do a Control C. I will copy this thing, right? I'll tell them I want this thing. Control C. So I do a Control C first. Alright. Then I come down here again to start another software called Inkscape. Right, I key in Inkscape. Alright, so what have I keyed in is actually this software, Inkscape. Right, INKSCAPE, right? So I start Inkscape. Now it will bring me to this screen. Now, this one after this is after I have, okay. After you key in, what you will see is actually like that. Don't have one. Alright, so I paste, oops, I make it smaller. Right, after I paste, I have something like that. Right, I have something like that. Now, I do not want it this way. I want the orientation the other way. So how do I do it? I click, right? I click out. Now, I make sure that the arrow change to this. Now, give you an example. I click one time, the arrow, you don't have the rotation arrow down here, right? What you have is a resizing arrow. Alright, what you have is a resizing arrow. You click one more time, you will see that the arrow changes. The arrow change to something, uh, that is like that, right? The arrow change to something that is like that. You can't see it very clear down here, right? But you change something like that. That means now you can rotate, right? Yeah, you rotate, right? Rotate it, rotate it to upright lah, upright position. Now, if I were to use this for your contextual drawing, contextual drawing means what? You want to put it on a table. For example, I want to put this thing on this table. Now, I have a table down here. If I want to put it on this table, if I resize this thing smaller, and I try to put this thing on the table. Now, it doesn't look good. Now, it doesn't look good. Why is it that it doesn't look good? Because you have a lot of extra the background, right? You want to get rid of it. It is not nice, all right? And it is not realistic. So to make it a little bit more realistic, right? Let me pull this thing over here again, right? To make it a little bit realistic, the first step is of course to remove the background. Now to remove the background, we're going to use a simple function, but first of all, let me teach you how to zoom in and zoom out. Now to zoom in in Inkscape, you hold down the shift key, right? This is for zoom in. Hold down the shift key and then you press plus. Every time I hold down the shift key and press plus, right, it gets a little bit bigger, right? It gets bigger and bigger, right? It gets bigger and bigger. So I select it and I pull it to the right somewhere visible. All right, then I'm going to use a feature in Inkscape called the Bezier curve. Now this is the feature, Bezier curve. All right, now you can look for it on the left hand side, the icon. If you hover over it, they will tell you what type of what is the feature. All right, what tools is that? So somewhere at the center, this is called Bezier curve. Now let me show you how it looks like. Now it looks, now this is the one, now the one with the cursor, right? This one, right? This one, this is the Bezier curve. So you select, say you want to use this, right? You want to use this. After which, right, you move your cursor, you click on it, you move the cursor will change to a plus sign, right? A small little plus down there. So now I will start. I will go around. I will use this tool to go around whatever I want. Now, down here I start with this point. For example, I start with this point. Come here. Now there is a small little curve down here, right? Down here is a curve. I click down here and then I move up. I ignore the curve first, I move up here. Then I move up here. Again, there's a small little curve which I'm going to ignore. I click down here. Click. Right, so down here already, I want to keep the handle, right? Again, there is a little bit of curve down here that I can ignore the curve first. I click, right, move down here. So what I'm doing is actually just going around, right? Just draw around, right? The whatever I want. Now, there is a curve down here. I ignore it first. Click down here. So I'm quite sure the whole thing is now encapsulated. Now, I'm going to deal with the curve right now, right? I'm going to deal with the curve right now. Now, you go and select this, right? The second one. The second button down here, it is called Edit Nodes. Edit Path by Nodes. Right? Edit Path by Nodes. Let me show you again. This is the one, right? The second one, Edit Path by Nodes. The icon looks something like that. Right? Looks something like that. Edit Path by Nodes. And okay. I click on it. I go to the place where I want to adjust the curve. Now see or not? I can pull, right? I just pull a little bit, right? When my curve coincide with my underlying, when my this line that I'm pulling, I just make it coincide with the underlying line. Alright. Uh right down here I pull a little bit so that it coincide with the underlying line. That will be good enough. Right. Then after doing this, the next step is of course I click on the select again. Click on select, right? The arrow down here, select, very simple. Select. Now I will select whatever I've drawn, the polygon or whatever you call it that I've drawn with the underlying picture, my own picture, right? So how to select both together? I press shift, hold on to shift, and I select whatever is behind. Now I see both are selected right now, right? The two things are selected right now. Select both the picture and what you have drawn. Then you go to object, right? Under object, you shift down, you will find this thing called clip, right? Clip, and then you say set. Okay, now you have removed the background. All right, in subsequent video, right, this is the first step. In subsequent video, I'm going to show you, right, how to put in your interface and how to repair, or how, if let's say your shading is not too good, all right, how to repair it. All right, but this is the first step. You get it done first.